What up, what up, what up? We are back. Who am I? Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. Now, today, I have part two. Yes, y'all. Part two of Jason the Racist. Now, if you're new to the channel and you haven't had a chance to watch part one yet, that's okay, because I'm going to give you a quick rundown. But I suggest you go and check it out. Now, Jason was a racist. In a nutshell, he got his kicks off by hurting elderly black people. He hunted them. He, tortured them as much as he could without getting in trouble and noticed. One day he took it too far and he ended up catching a body. An old elderly black man. He choked him out and didn't even know it. He hurt the wife so bad that at her old age, she had broken bones from this incident. Now, at the end of this incident, in part one, Jason finds out that the people that he hurt, they have a very violent grandson who's a gang member. He's a big dog, a Crip. And he's in the feds right now. And I can't say his name, like I said in part one. But he has a lot of reach, y'all. And even from the feds, he's been making phone calls. He's been having members of his family eliminated, y'all. Jason's mother got popped. His father found hung. His cousin choked out in the bed. And now, y'all, without further ado, this brings me to part two. Jason is in prison. He's in central reception. That's where all inmates come when they first get locked down. They got to scrub you and clean you and spray you with all types of nonsense to make sure you clean, that you ain't in there spreading diseases and stuff. Mites and germs and dandruff and all that. They looking for all that. On top of searching you for weapons and, excuse me, y'all, everything. They're going to document your tattoos and they're going to put you where you should be at, depending on, who you are and what you are and what you represent. Now, this is where you're going to get classified at. If you're a gang member, they're going to classify you and put you in the building with your gang. If you are a newbie or a neutron, they're going to try and put you with the least gang activity. But sometimes that don't work, y'all. And either way, prison is prison. If somebody want to get to you, it's always a way. Y'all know that, especially y'all headed there now. So, damn, man, got something in my throat. Anyway, Jason, he's in there and he's around monsters and he has no idea, y'all. Mainly black inmates, where they put him. Now, nobody knows his charges yet because it's just central. So he didn't get down to prison yet, where a lot of the inmates have favors with the guards and et cetera, and they can find out real easy. So he's sliding right now. Now he's just dealing with general people pressing him. Hey, white boy, what's up with you, man? What you up in here for, white boy? They looking at him, they sizing him up. Yeah, I ain't never seen you in my hood before. What you up in here for? And he over there shivering and shaking. He trying to get an answer out. His teeth just chattering. And Jason, like, I don't even know what I'm in here for, man. Somebody set me up. I don't even know why I'm here. I didn't do nothing. That's the story he run away, y'all. He figured that'd save him some time. If anybody find out what Jason really did, it's going to be lights out for Jason. And he knows it. So, they finally get him in a dorm. Now, dorm is like Grand Theft Auto of prison, y'all. It's like an open world game where you got 50 dudes walking around simultaneously doing different stuff. Yeah, y'all. And the guards, the COs, are locked outside of the cage. A whole cage full of inmates. You know how long it would take the inmate to get the guard to get in that cage to save an inmate? And guess what? He's not even coming in that cage anyway until all inmates are on the ground face down. If there's a fight going down, if something happening, he's not risking his life. He ain't opening that gate until everybody is down. So, pod life is a dangerous life. More dangerous than being in the cells. Even though getting locked in the cell is also dangerous when you locked in there with 3 giant, humongous beasts that just want to beat you down. So, Jason, he getting his story together. Day by day, he's making it up. Yeah, man. Somebody said I did such and such. I ain't did nothing like that, man. They said I broke into their house and, said my fingerprints was on the door, but I was nowhere near there. I don't even know them people. This and that. He making up lies, y'all. Lying his ass off. But it's going to come back full circle. It's going to come back full circle because that phone call that big dog Crip made is already out there, y'all. Remember, people got cell phones. They got real live jacks in the prison. So it ain't nothing for somebody to reach out, hit somebody with a text, hit somebody with a secret phone call on the late night, put the word in, put the hit out, do this and that. Well, it didn't matter what prison they sent Jason to. He already had a hit on his head walking in the door. Now, normally it's about 4 to 5 state penitentiaries in every state. Depending on how big or small your state is, you might have more, you might have less. Either way, every penitentiary in their state, they knew Jason's name, they knew his face. They done text his picture all over the different phones in the prison system. Now, all the Crips, they know what it is. On sight. If you see this dude, no talking. On sight. Now, y'all probably wondering what I'm talking about on sight. On sight mean if any of these Crips cross paths with this dude Jason and they don't take him out, they are up for punishment. So everybody is on deck. Ain't nobody fitting the fault. Because ain't nobody trying to get disciplined over no punk that couldn't keep his hand off of old people. Yeah, y'all. I told y'all it'd get real dangerous in them prison systems. I don't know what y'all thought. But Jason about to find out the hard way, though. So, Jason finds out his assignment. Normally, you sit in the county or whatever for a few months before you get shipped off. Now he know where he going. He pack his stuff up. They tell him Blue Bird comes in the morning. That's the bus, y'all. Big blue bus. And they come, they shackle you from top to bottom. Your ankles, your arms, your legs. Put you on the bus with about 10 or 15 other dudes. And y'all shooting right on over to that prison. Now, mind you, they waiting on him. Wherever he go, they waiting on him. As soon as he get there, as soon as he hits the building, the guards already done dropped the dime. They on payroll, y'all. The Crips got them under the wing. That's what be bringing them in all of the extras. The books and cigarettes and blades and all of that extra stuff they shouldn't be getting. Well, they got some guards that let them get it in there. And they pay them a pretty hefty price for it. They already done told them Jason is on his way. They know what cell Jason is going to before Jason know what cell he going to. They already arranged to get the dude that was in that cell moved to another cell so that one of their brothers could be in that cell when he comes in there. Now, things are about to get diabolical, y'all. And I need y'all to remember, please do remember, your boy JS Corner, I'm like the Bumpy Johnson of these YouTube streets. Hit that like button for me one time. Just one time, y'all. Alright, y'all. Let's keep going. Now, about an hour or two will go by, and the Crip here already done settled into the room. He got his stuff in there, got his bed made and all that. Like, he been in there for a minute, not like he just got switched in there or nothing. So, he been there for a while. Just like the guard said, bang, the door buzzed. In comes Jason. Told him his dorm number, his room number, sent him on up. He goes upstairs with his stuff, goes to the cell, he knocks, comes in, he says, yeah, my name is Jason. I'm supposed to be in this cell, they said. So, the Crips had a meeting before this whole thing happened, this whole interaction happened. And they told dude, make friends with him. They fitting to sleepwalk, old boy. Yeah, y'all. Make friends with him. Let him think y'all cool. And then, let's invite him to our game. So now things are about to get real interesting, y'all. They are going to sleepwalk Jason and let him think that he might somehow, in hell, have a chance at being a Crip. And well, from what he heard in the county and central reception, the only way that he was going to survive was joining the gang. So I guess he figured this is his way in. And they tell him, they're like, alright, so there's a couple of things that you're going to have to do to get down with us. Now, mind you, y'all, and I just think this is so diabolical. They are really going to put him through the process. Oh, yeah. They are going to put him through a vigorous process that he will no doubt fail. And even if he passed, it wouldn't matter. But they are going to really put him through the test of becoming a Crip. Now, this includes getting jumped in. This includes catching fades with different people. This includes showing you ain't scared to knuckle up when the time comes. That you ain't no punk. You ain't gonna go snitch and hit that gate when you get lumped up. So that's what they fitting do to Jason. They want to show him what it's like to be a Crip. Oh, you want to be down? Alright, white boy, we're going to let you be down. Yeah. You know, like Monica and Brandy said, you want to be down? Alright. So, they start setting him up on stunt dummy missions, y'all. Sending him to pick fights they knew he was going to lose. Something like, you see that dude right there? He owes us money. You got to go in force. You got to go and make him pay that debt. Come back here with 6 soups or a couple of his teeth in your hand. So Jason look at the dude, and he look at all the Crips, and he be like, alright, I'm going to see what I can do. Nah, ain't no see what you can do. This is what you gotta do if you want to be down. You said you want to be down, right? So they push him on over there. He go over the dude, halfway shaking and whispering, hey, pardon me, but they said you owe them some commissary, and if you could give me 6 soups, I could take it over there to them for you. You ain't even got to worry about them no more. Dude turned around, looked at Jason, laughed at him, said, you must be crazy. You must be trying to lose your life up in here. You know who I am? Nah, I don't know who you are. I don't, man. I don't want no trouble. I just want the 6 soups. And, I'm just going to bring it over to them. He like, come on in my cell. I got the 6 soups. Come on and get them. All right. So now Jason has no idea. When somebody that you don't know invites you or tells you to come to their cell, either A, be ready to scrap, make sure your boots is laced and your knuckle game is on point, or B, smooth turn around and walk away. Tell them you good and nah, ain't no reason for me to take it there, homeboy. I don't need to see your cell. But Jason, he ain't know none of that. He followed dude into that cell. As soon as he got in the cell, dude got behind him, closed the door. He started beating Jason's ass. Boop, 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 boop. All up top on him. Noggin swelling up. Then he opened the door. They had the button, just pop it open. Kicked him out. Literally kicked him out by his ass. Kicked him out the damn cell. Don't you ever talk to me like that again. Next time, I won't be so nice. Now, that dude, he ain't know the Crips no money. They knew that dude was so violent and how he was going to react. They already knew what was going to happen. That was lesson 1. They still haven't told him that they are, how do you say, they have acquired the contract from that OG in the feds. He don't know that yet. He knows about the incident that happened, but he doesn't know where, the harm is going to come from. Let's put it that way. It's hard because I can't say certain people's names and whatnot, y'all, but bear with me. Anyway, so Jason go back over there to the Crips and tell him, like, listen, he beat my ass. He ain't giving me no soup. He said he don't owe y'all nothing. He said he ain't owing nobody nothing. And they just laughing at him. And they looking at him like, all right, man, well, that's gonna be mark 1, scratch 1 on your application. It's not looking good for you, dog. Anyway, next, we're gonna have you go and shoot some fades in the back in the shower. You're like, why in the shower? Because there's more space. Like, all right. They're like, you gotta shoot 6 fades. He's like, 6 fades? Man, I ain't never fight that long before in my life. They're like, all right, well, tonight is the night. Fight for your life, white boy. And oh yeah, Triple OG said to send you a message. What you did to his grandpa and his grandma, oh, he gonna make sure you live to suffer. So don't worry. You gonna live. And then he just walked away. Now, Jason thought about that. The hell he mean? live to suffer. Live to suffer. And he was like, alright, whatever. He just walked off, went back to his cell. Now, next day will come, and it's time to shoot those fades. Jason's scared for his damn life. Even though dude said he was going to live, Jason is scared out of his mind. When he saw the 6 people that he had to fight, he immediately tried to run for the gate. They saw, and they already had people on it. They had 2 people blocking the gate. The CEO was in on it. He was acting like he ain't seen nothing. He turned and kept watching his phone. They caught Jason. They dragged him back into that shower, and they beat the brakes off of Jason, y'all. I'm talking about at least 15-man jump, stomp, just state boots all in Jason's face. They beat Jason unconscious, woke him up, and knocked him back out again. Yeah, y'all, it was pretty bad. So, without dragging this story on, let's just say Jason ain't the same person no more. Jason don't think the same no more. As a matter of fact, I think Jason might even need a damn machine to think, because he's a vegetable now. They beat him senseless, y'all. Jason was never coming home from this sentence. So let that be a lesson to y'all. Be nice to everybody. You never know who's who, what's what, and your karma could come back to haunt you. Alright, y'all. With that, I'm going to get on up out of here. It's your boy JS Corner. I need y'all to hit that subscribe, hit that like, and yeah, I'm out.